So listen to me. This is body organization, in which you are able to study at that the protoplasmic, different types of the grade organization are there, in which one is protoplasmic grade organization. Protoplasmic grade organization. What does it mean, protoplasmic grade organization? Protoplasmic grade organization means, you remember that the body activities, or you can say whatever the activity, the physiological activities are shown, or you can say rendered within the cell. You know very well. The cell it has, you can say this is the cell having, and this is the cell membrane. Am I right? This is the cell membrane, and inside there is the protoplasm with some cell organelles like this way. And whatever the almost all physiological activities will be rendered by this within the protoplasm only. There is no any different types of the organs or the tissue or like that way. Like the human being has got the liver, kidney, heart to show the different types of the functions. But here remember the one single cell, unicell. Most of the unicellular animals are able to show such type of the organization. So that is the protoplasmic grade. Means protoplasma renders, or you can say functions, as almost all type of the physiological functions. So you can say the ingestion, reproduction, or whatever it may be, almost all type of the activities will be rendered by within the cell. So that was the protoplasmic organization. Most of the cell, you can say the unicellular is the protista like amoeba. Once again, here you can say that is amoeba is one of the a typical example for protoplasm. Means cell membrane with cytoplasm, or the protoplasm shows that the function. So that is called the protoplasmic. And B, you can see that is cellular grade organization. Cellular grade organization. Cellular grade organization. What is the cellular grade organization? In amoeba onwards, or you can say protozoa onwards, porifera. Example is of the porifera and coelenterata. Coelenterata. So these are the animals. Their body is made by multi, not in the protozoa only. They are the unicellular animals. Later we can come across how their arrangement takes place. Depends upon this cellular and the protoplasmic or the tissue grade, like that way. So here the porifera and the coelenterate, their body is made by more than two cells. The protozoans are made by only one cell, unicellular, but these are the multicellular. In case of the multicellular animals, their body is made up of the number of functions like this way, the cells, and you consider this is the body, and they are able to show the different or the independent functions, you can say. So here what was inside here the plasma membrane as well the cytoplasm shows the physiological functions, but here the body is made up of different types of, or the different the cells, multi-cells, and that is said to be as the cellular grade organization. And this cellular grade organization shows almost all type of the function, typically in case of porifera and the coelenterates. And one more you can say, that is the tissue grade. C can say that is tissue grade. What is the tissue? You know very well. You might have heard that tissue grade organization. Tissue grade organization. The tissue grade organization means the tissue, know very well. The type of the tissue, or you can say there is the number of the or the different types of tissues are there. And tissue means nothing but it is a group of cells, you can say. It is made by a group of cells for performing their function. So that is called the common group of similar cells having same structure, function and common origin. And that is called the tissue. So here what happens in the higher forms, little bit you can say the porifera onwards, or in the annelidans, arthropods and some other animals. So what happens here, the different cells group together and form different tissues like this way here. Different tissues and perform that the digestive system, little bit you can say. So digestive system. In case of the coelenterate, better say that, in case of the coelenterate, the coelentron, you can say the digestive tract is there, but it doesn't show the independent functions. Even tissue is made by the cells, and these cells groups form the tissue arranged in organs, but they are not perfect. imperfect organs are developed and they are able to show the function. So that was the tissue grade organization. Tissue grade means different types of the tissue are able to perform functions, but they are not perfect, imperfect you can say. So that was the tissue grade. And one more you can say, that is tissue with organs, grade organization. Tissue with organs. Tissue with organs means in the higher forms. You take in our case, in our body. So the multicellular animal we are comes under, and different types of the tissue. These different types of the tissue perform the different types of the functions. You take external or you can say epithelial tissue, that the skin and the forms, and muscular tissue forms the muscles in our body, and some other type of the organs are formed by the different types of the tissues. You take heart, kidney, liver, excretory system, almost all reproductive system, including brain. So all these are the organs are formed by tissue, and the tissue make the organs, and these organs perform independent function, individual, perfect functions. Heart is connected with the circulation, kidneys are connected with the elimination of nitrogen waste, liver performs the inside the homeostasis, or you can say the internal body structure or the body functioning. Brain, you know, most of the brain you can say, you know very well that what is the function of the brain. So the different organs perform the different types of the function. So that was the tissue with organ systems, organization. So these are called the, here you can say, these are the depends upon the organization. And apart from these, there is one more you may come across, that is the body organization and the body layers. Yes, that is the body layers. Body layers means you can say body layers. The layer you can say ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm, you know very well that. So this, based on this, the animals are classified into two types. You can see, that is the body layers. So here the body layer means, on that basis the animals are classified into two types. One is diploblastic, here you can say diploblastic, and triploblastic. Diploblastic and the triploblastic. Diplo means you know very well. Diplo means di. Triplo means tri, you can say. Di and the tri. So body layer, remember the two layers, and here there is the three layers. So you can say two layers and three layers. How? You can say in the diploblastic, outermost layer is called as the ectoderm, like this one. This is the ectoderm. And inside there is endoderm. This is the ectoderm, and this is called the endoderm. So you can see here. So you can see here. This is the endoderm, and this is the ectoderm. This is called the ectoderm inside here. So this is called the diploblastic, and most of the poriferans as well as ciliates comes under this one. Later I will explain that while studying the porifera of the ciliate. So this is the ectoderm. This is the ectoderm, and this is called the endoderm. Ecto means outermost layer is called the ectoderm, and innermost layer is called the endoderm. You can say like this way here. It is endoderm. This is called the endoderm. So this is the ectoderm and the endoderm. Innermost layer is called the endoderm. Outermost layer is called the ectoderm. So here, this is ectoderm and the endoderm. And suppose to if the animal body is made by the three layers. Three layers means outermost layer is called the ectoderm. You can say like this way here. This is the outermost layer, ectoderm, and inner you can see that is the endoderm. Mesoderm, and to which you can see that is here. So this is called as this is ectoderm, and this is the mesoderm, and this is endoderm. So you can see here, just I will explain. So if it is made by the three layers, if it is made by the three layers, so outermost is called the ectoderm, middle is called the mesoderm, and inner is called the endoderm. This is the outer, this is the middle, and this is the inner. So like this here. So these are called the three layers. So the typical example, vertebrates, higher vertebrates and the animals come under that one. So this is called the body layers, and with reference to these body layers, again there is the body cavity is there. So one more term you can see that the body cavity. It is also called as coelom. Body cavity is also called the coelom. Based on this coelom, the animals are again classified into the acoelomate forms, acoelomate, and second one is pseudocoelomate, and one more is, you can say third is called the eucoelomate. One more is called the eucoelomate. Acoelomate means, remember, absent. Acoelomate means absent. Absent of, what is that? Body cavity. Absent of body cavity. So the animals, a typical example again we come across that the lower forms like the amoeba and some other animals, they are not able to show the body cavity. So such animals are said to be the acoelomate forms. Asymmetrical acoelomate forms. A typical example again we can say the amoeba. Amoeba is one of the typical example. Consider here there is the cell, there is no body layers, and if there is no body layers, there is no any the cavity inside the body. So the next we can see the pseudocoelomate. So just I would like to explain here, just in the short form. Suppose it is like this way here, and if you consider this is the outermost layer, and inside there is no body cavity at all. Such type of animals are the acoelomate. And the pseudocoelomate means even in case of the triploblastic animals or the diploblastic animals, it is like this made by here, and this is the antennum of the digestive system, and this digestive system is covered by the endoderm. This is ectoderm, and if you consider this is the mesoderm, and this is endoderm. Ectoderm, endoderm. In between there is a mesoderm, but this mesoderm is having some patch-like structure like this here. There, some patch-like structure, and in between the endoderm and the in between the endoderm and the ectoderm, there is a, it looks like presence of cavity, but actually what happens, there is no cavity at all. And that if there is a mesoderm having the small patch-like structures, but gives that the cavity. Pseudo means false, remember. Pseudo means false cavity. Pseudocoelomate. The false cavity presents in which animals they are said to be as the pseudocoelomate. A typical example, Aschelminthes. Aschelminthes. Roundworm. A typical example you can see that is the roundworm. Remember. Here there is the absent. This is the pseudo means false, and the true means actually the true coelom. Therefore the true coelomates. True, definite. So here in case of these animals, what happens here? If the true coelomate forms, the body cavity is present. You can say this is the outermost layer, the ectoderm, and inside there is a mesoderm. Here there is, and still you can see there is this is the ectoderm. This is the ectoderm, and this is the mesoderm, and here it shows the presence of a cavity. Coelom or cavity is called the coelom of the cavity. So this is, and inside here there is endoderm. Are you able to see? So here you can see. So this is the coelom. So if you take on the cross section like this, it looks, here you can see. So this is the enteron, this is the endoderm, this is the cavity, and this is for the mesoderm, this is the ectoderm. So in between the mesoderm and the endoderm, there is a cavity or the coelom is present, and such animals are called as the coelomate forms. Most of the human being, you take for example in between the or in Annelida, if you consider this is the outermost layer, and here that is the, this is the consider like this here. Here it is like this way. It looks like this way here. And this is filled with a body cavity concept, in which there is, if you consider this is the here, and this is the digestive tract, you can say, and here you can say this is filled with a cavity, and this is called the coelom. This is called the coelom of the body cavity. If you take on the cross section like this way here. So this is the typical example of Annelida and the arthropoda and some other animals, including the human being comes under that one. Okay.